So not long ago, retrieval augmented generation was the answer to everything. You add in a vector store, you ground the model, reduce hallucinations, and for a while this worked. But now I think teams are starting to notice the edges. Retrieval isn't enough, and answers they sound factual, but they might miss the point. Context gets pulled in, but not actually understood. And worse, no one knows when the system fails, of course, until a user actually flags the failure. The issue in this case isn't about relevance, it's about reasoning. So I've watched RAG pipelines retrieve great documents, and they still generate vague or unhelpful answers. And why? Well, it's because the model isn't making decisions about how to use what it pulled. It's simply guessing. So RAG without reasoning, it's like giving someone a stack of books and hoping they can magically summarize the right chapter. And that's where agentic RAG starts to show up. You let the model ask clarifying questions. The model chooses which tools to call. And it breaks that task into a series of steps, not just one shot. So now it's not just pulling information, it's actually working with it. And it's not perfect. It's slower and sometimes it's messier, but it's trying to understand before it actually answers. And it ultimately solves something that RAG couldn't, and that's uncertainty. When the model doesn't know, it can ask. When it finds multiple conflicting answers, it can pause. And you start getting workflows instead of blurts. Now, I'm not saying RAG is dead. RAG isn't dead. It's just growing up. And like any system that matures, it's learning to stop pretending it knows everything. And if you're building Retrieval right now, ask yourself, does your model just look for answers? Or does it know what to do when it actually finds them? So that's the page for today. I'll be back with more. Until then, this is Loose Leaf AI.